Here.
Let's not mention any of this.
Wait a minute. How do you expect me not to talk about any of this at all? That is insane.
This is private information.
No, understood. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fight Pods 4.
Fight Pods 4. Fight Pods 4.
Fight Pods 4 with a very special guest.
A special guest on this Fight Pods 4.
He'll be joining us at some point, we hope. We're looking into the hallway. We see nobody there, but...
And he's unreliable at best.
Mike Kaiser, an analyst of the sport. An UFC analyst who actually doesn't watch the sport at all is going to come join us and give us his opinions later.
Clay Guida is walking out in Abu Dhabi.
Who was one of my original favorite fighters back in the day? Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
Introducing Iron Mike Foxy Kaiser.
Welcome. And
It's nice to be here. It's very nice to be here.
I think you put on cologne too. You smell good.
No, that's actually my natural scent.
That's beautiful.
Did you put on a jacket as well for the podcast?
I did. I'd like to show up dressed to impress.
This is an audio
Everyone else is
recording.
kind of just in their underwear.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
Yeah.
Clay Guida, he's mental.
Yeah, he's one of
Looks it. I believe you.
There was a moment in a Clay Guida fight where somebody got kneed in the balls or something, so there was like a stoppage for a second, and he doesn't stop bouncing. He's just bouncing around the whole time. And the camera,
look at him. He's got a hit in the head.
Goddamn
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna fight that man.
The camera comes rushing into his face, and right as it gets up on his face, he just goes, like this big ass burp comes out of his mouth. Tears. Yeah, he's insane. He's a Neanderthal. He's in the literature.
Truly.
The last Neanderthal.
I'm redheaded, so I've got some Neanderthal in me for sure. But he got.
Look at that amazing.
He got the fierce half.
There's a Sikh.
This is Abu Dhabi. So there is a whole. Look at that. Wait, look at the gangster. There's a gangster with a cigar that's like bouncing up and down like
a cigar.
Can you stop 1 second for the audience and just like make sure that everybody knows that was in fact not a Sikh at all.
It was just a guy in a turban.
It was just a man in a turban.
Then there's several of them in the audience.
I thought we were playing hide and go seek.
I just wanted to make sure for your listeners that this is a religiously tolerant and open, safe space to watch Neanderthals murder each other.
We accept all religions apart from Mormons.
Yes.
And Scientologists.
That is correct.
Because they're weird.
That's also, that's science. That's not a religion. It's science.
That's fact. Andy fucking Freelander.
Andy Freelander from the 2 seasons of SNL.
Takes.
He was great on SNL. Just hilarious guy.
I swear to God, if I wasn't so into this, Dan Hardy and Andy Friedlander and fucking bow tie guy, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna punch you all in the face.
Typically, this is a fight that you'd be excited about with the Clay Guida in it, but in the last couple years, he's been kind of
because Greg Jackson's
afraid to fight. It seems like, and he's just kind of danced around like a chimpanzee.
Because Greg Jackson's coaching him.
Yeah.
Who tells him to run away from fighters and win on points.
I feel like this is one scenario in which I would understand that.
Look at that guy! Jesus!
I think he should run.
And
this guy. This is the guy that runs around. Yeah, he used to
He runs and goes crazy. He bounces up and down. His head moves around. He doesn't stop. He skateboards. He's a huge Fish fan. The band Fish. He loves the band Fish.
With a PH.
I've never met a lifelong Fish fan that didn't surprise me. My other one that follows them around the country is like a New Jersey restaurateur.
Oh yeah.
It's like cut you if you cross the family. But man, will he not follow Fish around the entire country.
I met 2 kids on a train ride that were following the band Fish around. They were young and impressionable. I fucked them both. No, really, I fucked them both. It was fun. Oh, the fight's on. Oh,
spinning back fist.
Spinning back fist from the Takagormi. This looks good. Oh! Come on, it's over! It's over!
He's on him!
Oh, it's not over, but he's on his back.
He's climbed on his back, because that's what Neanderthals do.
That's Quay Guida of old right there. We haven't seen that.
Is he biting?
I think he's biting his ear off.
He is.
You were not allowed to bite, but I think he is.
Yeah.
They both got great hair, you gotta say, you know? I mean, you don't have to say, I just said it.
They do. I like their haircuts.
I like the Japanese messy cartoon hair. That's fun. Oh my god, he's going for an armbar in the sky. This is an interesting... Guida's not jittery. It's weird. Oh. Even usually when he's in the clinch, he's still bobbing around. It's pretty weird.
He looks like he's the most excited person
pick him up.
to have MS in the history of people. That's normally what Clay Guida is. He's gonna flip him.
Yeah, he's gonna flip him for real.
Flipsies.
Whoa!
Oh. Knee to the ass.
I would love to see Guida make another run.
Oh, shit!
He's got his arm seriously now.
He's got his arm.
He'll get out. He'll get out. He's the Guida.
Out.
He will not give up. He'll fight with a broken arm.
He might leave his...
Oh my god! That was on his head! That was a pile driver-ish. Oh my god, that was amazing. And our guest has his hand over his mouth.
He is in shock.
He is speechless.
Oh.
Wow. And
Guida's out. He's out and he's got his back.
And
he's out and he has his back.
Back like a chimpanzee.
He's just climbing up on there.
That's why Guida's one of my favorite fighters. He was one of my original... He was probably one of the first guys that I knew his name. You know, like it was like... He was, Vanderlei than him.
You have now passed that on to me as well.
Oh, yeah. He's a G.
We have a convert.
And my nightmares will always remember his name.
That would be the worst thing, being trapped in a nightmare with just Guida chasing you.
Oh, God. Just like with the fucking evil faces.
He's never going to stop.
Oh, God, never. And that name is a great name. It's a great fighter's name. Clay Guida. I mean, it's like a name out of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Oh, my God! Oh! He just picked him up and flipped him in the sky like a pancake, landed on his face. This is the classic Guida here. He's back. The Guida's back.
He's back, Jack.
I wonder if we can try the corner cam, because if that's the case, we should try to stay in the corner
of Guida.
Because here on Fight Pods, we are fueled by Fight Pass, sponsored by Metro PCS. And, this is our 4th episode. We've decided to take it up to a professional level notch. Yeah. And so maybe we'll try out these new camera angles that the Fight Pass is offering us here free in the Fight Pod studio. 1 minute left in the first round.
Guida is up against the fence currently. Oh, wow.
Oh, there we go. Is that Takagormi Gourmet or is that another guy? Holy! Oh! Guida just got slammed. This is like WWF back in the 80s right now. This is amazing.
This is the last time I think I watched fighting, and it does remind me of that.
Apart from the fight you just showed me.
Team UF. MMA is
Fame Championship. Which
if it hadn't been for Guido, I'd think that just all these guys were pussies, just doing one at a time. But I don't even want to say that out loud, knowing he exists in the same world that I do.
Very true. There's a lot of new organizations going on. There's the Leather versus Lace organization. It's all women MMA wrestling in lingerie. And he reverses it for the last second.
It's the least surprising thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about right.
He's serious question. Who'd you go for, leather or lace?
I mean, I just seen a promo, but what would I go for? You're asking.
You're stuck in the ring. You get to fight either
leather or lace.
I'm going lace.
Yeah,
every time.
Mike.
You guys are that scared of losing to a girl, you go with the frillier answer. I'll take the leather.
No, I want lace.
I was thinking sexual.
I prefer lace.
Yeah,
I thought
weird,
you had to
want to fight a woman?
I'm sorry, I thought this was fight
Jesus
pods.
Christ.
No.
But you're talking about hitting
Which is
a
a whole
woman.
other thing.
We're talking about fights for about
beating
5
You
minutes.
brought the whole thing up.
Through the whole podcast.
Look at that mollywop.
That was a beautiful. And this was the head. That was the land on the head move. We're watching replays here. I understand that you can't see what we're seeing.
See, what corner is he? Probably blue.
Oh, is that just the colour of the shorts?
What's going on here?
Brian, what's happening?
Oh my God.
What's happening, Brian?
It's done.
Fight Pass is fucking us.
It's done it again.
I'm gonna say,
every time we've tried to use the other camera angles, Fight Pods has let us down.
I feel cheated by Fight Pass because the camera angles don't work, but mainly because Dan Hardy is commentating on every fucking fight.
That's true. He's a piece of shit. I just want to say that.
When we were in college together, he was just constantly harassing the young women on campus. I don't think he went there.
No, because he's English.
Oh, that makes sense.
He's English, so of course he didn't go to your college. He just fucking went there to harass the women.
That makes sense. It's like Jared Leto in high school is here in town.
What a cunt.
Is that the official Fight Pod stance, or did I just...
That's the second Jared Leto reference of the day.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so but they haven't heard the first
They
one.
didn't hear the first. That was in the pregame warm-ups.
Yeah,
okay.
That was when we were warming up, just saying funny shit back and forth.
Which all our best shit is usually before we start recording, I've noticed.
So if you really want to listen to Fight Pods, just
come hang out with us.
Come hang out before.
Do it live.
We're here
4602 Los Feliz Boulevard, 90027.
Apartment 201, room 2. I mean, let's be honest.
I like
here.
room 2.
We accept gifts. Pizza's always good.
Pizzas are good.
Cigarettes.
And
Tea,
I
coffee.
haven't watched the last round whatsoever. Do you know what's going on?
It started again.
Yeah, we're in about a minute and a half in, 2 minutes in.
Is this the dancing you were talking about?
Yeah.
There he goes.
He's
a bit more.
He's doing different stuff. He's coming with different.
I like
different
this
game.
technique a lot.
He's trying to go for the takedown a lot more.
And he got a big slam.
Before he was just a brawler, he'd punch in the face a lot.
And he always bleeds. He loves to bleed. He's good at bleeding.
He's bleeding before the fight. He thinks about fighting, he starts bleeding.
Yeah, that's about right. There it is.
One of those guys that I never think of how old he is.
Yeah.
I just see him being 70 years old
and still
coming in
going
on his fucking walker.
Oh wow! Look at him get out of that scramble. Yeah, he'll still be fighting at 70 easily.
If he isn't,
was that an elbow up to the head? That was a really great move. I would love to see Quay Glitter. I'd like to see him fight.
That sounds awful.
Clay Glitter.
Clay Gator.
Quay
Is that
Glitter.
what you said? Because he might not like that.
No, but I would love to see him fight Dan Henderson. I know they're totally different sizes, but I think that would be a good one. If there was a way to make that fight happen, Dana, make it happen, Dana.
There's like a 70-pound weight difference.
No, it's a huge difference. But if you could pump Clay Guider through like a tube of steroids, what am I talking about? Seriously. Let's talk about this Fight Pods Abu Dhabi. Me and Steven stayed up till 5 in the morning playing video games, which Steven beat me in most of them. I'll give him that.
Yep.
But it's not fair because one of them was soccer which they like to call football. Whoa, well, what is going on in this fight?
That's as fair as we play basketball, which is...
You don't play basketball. That's a lie. Nobody in England plays basketball.
Exactly, and I beat you at that.
But I beat you at that too, though. It was even.
You won the first game.
We have a tiebreaker that needs to happen.
You won the first game.
There's a tiebreaker that needs to happen.
I won the second game.
Hey, Stephen, pay attention to the fight, all right? There's a fight on right now. Guida's happening, man.
I beat you twice at soccer. And we won
and you should have. And you should have.
Which you should have.
But then after that, I stayed up another 2 hours trying to do an IT tech problem with my computer because I...
You guys saw this on Chat Roulette once.
That looks
exact
like
shot.
Yeah, that is a shit.
That's a shot I have seen on Chat Roulette. Yeah.
And the sad thing is this is paid for Fight Passes. This looks like shit. It's looked like shit all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they are in Abu Dhabi.
Why is that angle happening? Like, why the shit? There we go. That looks better.
Yeah. But still, it looks like... Yes. Okay, well... I don't know who won that round because I was blabbering my mouth.
Held him for 5 minutes.
No, you weren't watching because there were slams and flips and.
There was a couple of slams.
The Takagormi went for a great crazy armbar in the sky, and then Guida did
the
that.
Elbow
No, it was in this one.
The elbow up thing was.
Yeah, that was round 2.
Yeah,
he went for the armbar in both rounds.
That wasn't gonna do nothing.
No, who do you think's winning? I have no clue.
Clay Guida's winning.
I hope you're right.
I hope you're right. 2 rounds to 0.
Absolutely. And
you
not
think so
just
too?
because he's terrified.
See, our analyst agrees. Our analyst agrees I'm better than you.
And so does Hardy. No, he did not say that. Hold on a second now.
I literally said nothing.
We have a tiebreaker to come for the basketball.
I beat you at foosball on my birthday.
You did beat me at foosball, but that's soccer, though. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to award Brian the point on that one.
Thank you. Look at Guida's stance before he comes out. Wow. Round 3.
Final round.
Final round. In Abu Dhabi. Sponsored by Metro PCS. Big head kick and a punch.
There was a nice left there as well, counter.
Yeah, Guida's not doing that crazy weirdo dancing stuff anymore. It's weird. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, but it's more controlled.
Yeah.
God, I'd love to see him go for a run, yeah. Did he say his moves are so unpredictable, damn it?
I think he called him Dan. I think that's the least dumb thing they've said all day. The commentators. We don't like them here at Fight Pods.
No, we don't.
They don't like you either, from what I hear.
They don't like me? You got a problem with me, Dan Hardy?
I think that's what he said.
Dan Hardy, former welterweight contender.
He is just a fucking caveman. Guida is the caveman.
Can you just choke him out from there?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to do.
But it's happened.
It is happening.
Yeah. It's like,
oh my
God. We're watching a fight, bro. Can you just choke him out like right then? No, it doesn't work. It's harder than that? Oh, okay.
Are you that guy?
Is that why you watch this? Okay.
Do you know what's funny? This is like the first fight you've ever seen, and my friend that used to profess to watch UFC said dumber shit than that every time he watched.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Actually, I think for the first time he's saying smarter stuff than Dan Hardy.
Well, yeah. But Dan Hardy said some pretty dumb shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I don't know.
Love taps in there. Just like little love taps to his face.
You know, speaking of fish.
Oh.
Yeah.
I followed fish around the pond once.
Okay.
Got really dizzy.
Did you? You were walking on the on the side, or did you swim in there with them?
I was walking on the side.
Okay.
Koi pond, you're talking.
Koi pond.
Koi pond.
Koi pond.
Koi ponds. Sponsored by Metro PCS.
Thanks for bringing that up, guys. My official podcast, Koi Ponds, is on after this. Trying to build my audience. We talk about koi ponds and the buying, selling, and renting of different koi.
Do you address maintenance issues?
We address everything. We try to address everything. We're addressing maintenance.
What do you think of blue-green algae?
I believe it's an excellent source of oxygen, but it can be it can clog your drain systems. Really, the issue we're talking about this week is buying koi.
No kidding.
They live till 70. How do you know if you're buying an expensive fish that will last another 5 years or another 60?
Or a
You
dead fish.
How do you tell the age of your koi?
And I assume you're not going to give us the answer here. We'll have to tune into Koi Pod.
That's correct. Yes.
Wow.
That was a teaser.
Great plug.
Thank you.
Teaser. Yeah.
Thanks for opening that up for me, fellas.
You're welcome.
It's great.
See
Great
that
being
segue?
here.
I mean, Takagormi.
Speaking of fish,
Speaking of fish.
it was beautiful.
Yeah. Subtle.
Takagormi has Simpson-like hair.
That's offensive.
Why? What? Which part? That I butchered his name, or that I said he has Simpson-like hair? Which part?
It's a lot closer than you just said Jimmy Marijuana.
I didn't say that he had weird.
Oh, hey, there's the Sikh over there again.
a bunch of them.
That wasn't me that said that. It was somebody else with an accent.
Yeah. They're from
Brian didn't
They were
even
from
know.
Marlborough, not Middlesbrough.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Did I
bro?
say something?
You said something about Anthony Pettis being Mexican.
That was a long time ago.
Which
And
he is half Mexican. Oh! Oh, there's a slam.
Do it. Slam him.
Oh,
Yes.
but that guillotine's in deep now.
Oh, he ain't gonna get it. It's Guida.
Oh, there
See?
we go. Slipped out.
You can't submit Guida.
Jesus.
I could see,
That
like...
was insane. That was a fun slam.
That was.
With your
I like
neck.
the dramatic pause.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Should I
Well,
slam
he's
him?
doing a slam with his head in a choke position.
Yeah.
Which sometimes
Could really go wrong.
Oh.
sometimes it tightens it
I've
up.
seen that
Or,
goes-
or it could just
It
slam
goes
your
wrong.
own head into the ground.
Oh wow.
Oh,
What the?
That was a breakdance move
Yeah.
right there.
He just spun on the other man's chest.
yeah. That was sexy.
It's a chest spin.
I'm kind of aroused. This
Throw a
week.
knee into that body. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Knee that body.
Wee.
Knee to the ribs.
Look at him. Oh, that's him. He's the best.
Oh my god.
Really still. Hey, good fight. Clap, run. Way!
He's like the scariest Muppet I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, that's about right. He's related to Animal, basically.
Yeah.
You know.
Don't break the studio, Mike.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I feel Guido was that Muppet that was cast out of darkness.
Out of the darkness.
Yeah, he was cast into outer darkness.
On the 8th day.
He was on the 9th day. Because the 8th day God created Mormonism.
I just
And then
wanna-
on the 9th day
Oh, I
Guido was
forgot
cast
about
out of
that.
darkness.
That's right.
I want to point out, though, to our many listeners at home, there was a nice pause here in the studio here at Fight Pods there because we were all mesmerized by Guida. I mean, we were all just watching
Oh yeah.
his Neanderthalism, his Muppetness, and then we commented on it. We talked about him running around. It was this. We wanted to see what he was going to do.
It's
He
really-
picked the guy up off the ground. He hugged him, and then immediately he started running around like a fool.
Do you know what? I want somebody to go away with a massive pair of scissors about a foot above his head to make sure nobody is controlling him by string. Like,
I actually think it's
ribbon cutting
30
scissors.
I actually think it's 37 people underneath the octagon that are pulling different wires and electronical buttons and stuff like that make him go.
It's the only way he could still have this much energy after
it's
what he
not a
just
real
went through.
person.
Yeah, he's a real rock'em sock'em robot in real life.
It's incredible.
And I told you my friend told me a story about his friend Ari Shafir being in the car with Clay Guida. So Clay Guida was driving him from the airport, and it was the scariest experience of his life.
Yeah.
My friend said they almost got in like 12 accidents.
I want to go skateboarding with
Would
him.
you get in a fucking car with him?
Look at him, he's still jumping around while he's being interviewed by the asshole.
Let's see what dumb shit Dan Hardy has to say right now. That's Dan Hardy with the dumb haircut.
Howard lost that fight. Oh yeah, he did lose
Yeah,
that
he
fight
lost
very
it.
well. He
He
lost
got
that fight.
kneed in the balls.
Yeah, he almost knocked him out a couple times. Oh yeah, this guy got kneed in the balls so bad. One of the worst we'd ever seen here at Fight Pod.
Almost stopped the fight.
Sponsored by MedStrip PCS. No, yeah, literally, like the doctor, they called the doctor in to to examine the guy, and he was standing up, and they pushed on his abdomen right there, and the guy just fucking fell to the ground, like he went down to the ground, and so he went in fighting, wincing, and he went back
on
in
the ground grimacing, and the referee's like, "Do you want to continue?" And he's like, "Yep." Started fighting again, got kicked in the abdomen, got kneed in the abdomen, and he was just like,
What's Guida saying? A mullet from a caveman.
Don't forget, I'm 155 very hard. I got some unfinished business up at lightweight too. I feel competitive at both weights. So Josh Thompson, I know we got a past history. I know you probably got some money that I still want. So put me anywhere. Dana, Joe, Sean Shelby, put me wherever, guys. I'm ready to roll. This is why he's a favorite, ladies and gentlemen. He comes up with phones.
He is the G. He is a straight pimp.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him the
"That's not Dan Hardy with your ridiculous haircut."
John Valley Pro Striking, everyone fighter balls, Gilbert Grappling, Midwest Training Center. You guys are awesome. My team in Catholic Wrestling, Illinois Wrestling, Bill baby, Tony Ramos.
Illinois.
What's up, guys? Clay Guida.
Sorry, get excited.
Illinois.
I like John Winklejohn.
Come on.
Is that really his name, John Winklejohn?
I have a side.
Mr. Winklejohn.
Mr. Who's Winklejohn?
Winklejohn works with Greg Jackson. But hold on a second. I'm going to remind you. We'll go back to Tough. Few back, he was the best fucking coach. Winklejohn was, the way he talked to people and stuff and this and that. He had like such a cool. He was like almost like a robot, the way he would talk and like blah 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 blah, and the things that would come out of his mouth. Look, you got this issue with Greg Jackson, but this is not Greg Jackson I'm talking about. I'm talking about Mr. Winklejohn.
If you make the choice to work for Greg Jackson,
you are a violent man today, Stephen.
Issue with you.
You have so many issues today. I've noticed. I'm very excited by your energy today. It's very good. And you think that guy's going to win?
Glover Teixeira is going to beat John Jones.
He's not going to beat John Jones.
Fight Pods.
No, man. This is the most male. Like, I had an idea that we'd do a full male episode of Fight Pods. Very chauvinist. And I think it's happening. It's just fucking happening already.
It's just organic.
And there, we just lost our analyst once we went all full male on it.
Without a word, just sneaks out. Just want to remind all of the listeners real quick that Koi Ponds is happening.
Is it Koi Ponds or Koi Pods?
Koi Pond. Oh, God, I don't know.
I think it's Koi Ponds.
Ready for this?
About Koi Ponds.
Well, thanks for visiting us on the show. Please come back.
I'll certainly be back.
Okay,
great.
His salty
Main event's
tears
up next.
falling in a Koi Pond right now.
Heavyweights.
Because he's upset about that question I asked him.
Yeah, big cunt, the redneck racist.
Gather my research together.
Good.
Focus in everything.
And then he's coming back for Roy Nelson, Big Country.
Well, that was Mike Kaiser, ladies and gentlemen. Our first actual live guest in the studio here at Fight Pods. I feel good about that. That was a good guest. What do you think, Stephen?
Yeah, I liked him. He brought something new to the studio.
Brought a new life, a new energy, and we're getting ready for the heavyweight fight. It's Big Cunt versus Nogueira. Big Nog, Big Cunt. Two big guys fighting tonight. And we were discussing earlier the floppy flop of our decisions on who's going to win this one. Earlier in the month, I had the Nogueira, but I remembered that every time I've gone against the Big Cunt, I've always lost. So I'm going to go with Big Cunt.
Who do you want to win?
I don't give a shit about either of these guys, you know.
I liked Roy Nelson, and he's so infuriating at the same time.
Yeah, no, I hated him on the reality show back then. I wanted to lose everyone. And then he started gaining my respect, you know, because you just thought he was going to be dog shit against the real pros, and then he's been able to hold his own. But he's lost, you know, like he's always going to be a Ryan Hamill or whatever, Mark Hamill. Matt Hamill. He's always going to be that. He's never, you know what I mean? Like he'll be a guy to pass to get to the...
And the thing is, when Nelson was on that tear where he was just knocking guys out left, right, and centre, I could put up with how much of a dick he seemed to be.
Right. No, I eat all these cheeseburgers and rubbing his fat belly and like, it's funny.
Yeah.
You eat cheeseburgers and you're fat. Like, I mean, like John Candy, fucking Richard Pryor. Well, he wasn't that fat, but you know,
Richard
like
Pryor was
you just name all those fat kids.
Yeah,
I know, but I couldn't think of any other comedians' names in that. Chris Farley. He was a fat guy. Let's name a lot of fat people, like 100 fat people, before we go on to the next segment.
Roy Nelson, John Candy, Chris Farley.
John Candy. We've said him 3 times now, and that's my fault.
Right there. I'm really...
Clay Gleader won that fight.
He's not fat, though.
No. Barack Obama.
He's again not...
Barack Nelson. Don't think there's a Barack Nelson.
We didn't get much sleep last night.
No, we didn't get much sleep. This is probably the worst fight pods we've done yet, and I think that your lack of sleep has made you irritable today, Steven. That and something else we cannot talk about here.
Abu Dhabi. That arena looks amazing, though. And it's right next to the Formula One place.
I think it looks like dog shit. No, I think it looks good. But I thought that was just an Aladdin's lamp made out of Legos. I hope this fight ends quick.
You can leave.
Just so we can get to the next show.
I'm ready for the next show.
This is an embarrassing show. I apologize, listeners.
Don't ever apologize for being awful.
No, you're right. Sometimes you get knocked out, even in fight pods, you know. Look at these 2 pieces of shit.
This is what's doing it. John Gooden.
The skinny John Goodman and Dan Hardy burger.
I got him. John Gooden is not a good one.
No, he's a fucking...
He's a bad one.
A good one.
He's awful. He has a ridiculous bow tie. He's way too manicured.
Oh, God, I'm so sick of this.
I'm sick of Fight Pass. Get Joe Rogan on Fight Pass.
Yeah, let's get some good announcers, people.
Fight Pass.
I mean, what the fuck? There's no goddamn scrum in months. There's Bruce Lee's going to be in the video game. I'm very excited about that. All I can think about is the video game, actually.
I think that's the problem.
That's why I'm so upset and irritable and cranky, because
too much in that space.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't wait.
What's the next event?
Next week.
It's a weird day though, isn't it? The next one.
Oh,
is it the Tough Nations?
Maybe it is. Let's see here.
I'm checking it out right now.
Yeah, Tough Nations, Canada, Australia finale. That is up next. And who's the main? Is it Nogue and fucking... No, it's Bisping Kennedy. That's right.
Bisping Kennedy and then Cortez on the undercard.
And this is April 16th.
Yeah, see, that's a weird fucking day. April 16th is... Good God, when is it? It's the 11th today. It's on Wednesday. We'll be back on Wednesday, guys.
This Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is insane.
We'll be back on Wednesday.
That's good news.
Depending on the next few days, this might be a very different thing.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. This is I think Ryan Nelson will either knock Nogueira out in the first round, which I don't think will happen, or Nogueira's going to submit Nelson. Nogueira's one of those guys.
Well, Nogueira only submits people nowadays. I think
Nogueira's one of those guys that likes to submit people that think they can't be submitted. You know?
Yeah, I don't think he can submit Big Gun.
You don't think he can?
No.
He's fucking Nogueira. That's what I'm saying.
Who's fucking Nogueira? Big Country is? I'm getting confused.
Am I the only one that gets confused with all the Nogueiras?
You know, I get confused with them, and who are the other ones that I get confused with? The legends started it all. And there's like a million of them. There's still one fighting
the
today.
Gracies.
The Gracies, yeah. There's so like fucking. There should be one of those team fighting Nogueras versus the Gracies. That would be wicked.
That would be cool. I'd watch that. We'd do a podcast for that.
We'd do a rare special occasion podcast for that.
We might even do a rare special occasion podcast during our deciding basketball game.
That's very true. That's very true. That basketball game is going to be king. I'm very much looking forward to the tiebreaker of that.
Yeah, me too.
Soccer, I don't ever think I'll beat you in soccer.
I'm just too good.
Well, if we played more, I probably would get better at the game. I haven't really played the game, but you actually knew what you were doing when we played that game.
I did know. It's just
no, you absolutely did know what you were doing. You knew how to play. You knew where to go, how to pass or go around me. There's a lot of things you knew how to do. You knew how to like steal the ball pretty well. Did you play soccer growing up, Steven?
I did play soccer growing up.
I did too, but for like 1 year when I was 4.
I was a very good goalkeeper, and then I was also a very good goal scorer.
As a goalie, you would score goals?
I used to get excited as a goalkeeper, and I'd be that keeper that would go up for corners, and I'd like run with the ball to the halfway line, and I'd be everywhere that I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And I'd have to run back in a mad panic to save things. But
why didn't you go pro?
I played striker. I wasn't that good.
Oh.
And I used to get told off a lot because I like to slide tackle from behind and kick people and knee them.
Which is illegal?
Yeah, they don't like that. I like to play what I called UFC soccer.
I get it. Yeah. That's what probably brought you to Fight Pods.
I got carded once for kneeing a guy in the head because he went to header the ball out.
Not your fault.
And I kicked him. I didn't knee him in the head. I kicked him in the head because I went to kick the ball.
Not your fault.
Right. And the referee said to me, "High foot, you're getting carded." And I said, "You should card him for having a fucking low head."
And did he?
No. He told me off again. Said, "Don't talk back, son of a Jiminy."
Son of a Jiminy.
Big Nog's coming out.
Big Nog's coming out with Fist of Fury. Everybody's gonna learn. Just call the jury. They're gonna call him guilty. I don't know. That was all I got, yo.
That's the first song you've done today.
Yeah, and the theme song. But I did. Yeah, you're right. That is my first songy song.
But we're just freestyling now.
Yeah, I didn't write that. That wasn't rehearsed. That was off
the top of the dome. As he's sat here at home. He don't want to be left alone because we're watching Fight Pods in the studio. Understand this shit. I'm real like Coolio.
Don't Distress, sponsored by Metro PCS.
Boom.
Yeah, bam. See, that was freestyle. That's what we call freestyle.
We don't freestyle for anybody.
We do it for the Fight Pods audience. The last fight. And then And then I'm gonna probably pass out.
Yeah. I gotta go hang out with Koi Ponds.
That'll be fun.
Pods.
And you guys are working on a television show.
We are working on a television show.
A comedy television show at that.
Comedy television show.
Do we have a title, or is that under the vault?
No, that's. I'm like EA Sports right now.
You're keeping that.
I'm keeping it all under my hat. What we have is a very exciting comedy television show that we'll have a lot more exciting information to come.
Very cool. Do we have a release date yet?
We do not have a release date yet.
Is there any mystery characters in there?
There's going to be mystery characters in there, yeah.
Very nice.
We're going to have plenty of guest appearances and a lot of crazy shit.
That sounds...
the most fucked up thing you've ever seen in your life.
That sounds excellent.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little
What you want from
What's
me?
it
Blood, Brian?
What it's about? Who are you, a Diaz brother? I'm just trying to help you plug your show here.
You know, I'm fucking Diaz brother. Fuck you. That's my Diaz.
That was the worst Diaz brother ever.
You
But
know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just like, you know.
it's not bad. It's getting better.
As I'm thinking about it, you know what I mean? So I'm just, you know, fuck them. They don't want to give me a fucking title fight. I don't have to have a fucking title fight.
If you don't want a title fight, I don't have to title fight.
I'm fucking gonna fight another organization. Jake Shields is gone.
Oh my God, you're right.
That's really why we're so late. We've been partying all night.
It's been a celebration.
Since when? Like Monday when we found out?
It was, Monday. Dana said some bullshit, like he just wasn't a war or something like that. Oh man, we got to talk about 175 real quick. This card is shaping up.
You said Silver and Sonnen final
Co-main event. Machida for the belts there with the Weidman.
I hope Machida kicks his fucking ass.
That's true, and then Dan Henderson DC too. A lot of fights that way.
I want Dan Henderson to win that.
I do too.
I'd love Dan Henderson to just upset the whole division right now. I've all of a sudden become a huge fan.
I'm not a huge fan. I'm still a fair-weathered fan. I'm still on the back and forth on him.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things about him that I think are really dorky, but there's some things that I think he's cool. He might be one of the guys though that I would rather have a drink with versus a lot of the other dudes. Though I think he might have like a fun, sort of interesting perspective on life and religion.
Would you rather have a drink with Dan Henderson or Roy Nelson?
Man, I would like to. Man, I don't know. Maybe Nelson. Maybe Nelson.
I bet that would be great.
But no, maybe I'd go back to Henderson. I'd take Henderson for the drink contest.
For the drink? It's now a contest.
It's now a drinking contest.
It's turned into...
Because I think Big Con would drink me under the table.
Brian McGuire wants to have a drinking contest with Dan Henderson.
Make it happen, Dana.
Make it work.
Wait, when did Minotauro become heavyweight champion of the world? He just announced him as heavyweight champion of the world. I didn't hear a former on that.
Whoa, yeah, he was former.
He said foreman of the
heavyweight
building.
division.
Yeah, I don't know.
He has a building contract he has to fulfill.
Oh, that was like a slap my hand, Black Soul Man kind of like thing that Big Cunt the Redneck did, which is very.
Gary's surprisingly big.
Yeah.
Like he's a big
He's
guy.
a tall guy. He's a terrible tallsy. He's got terrible tallsy of the legs. Oh, Big Cunt has a nice haircut right now. I like it. He looks like Frank Mir.
Don't let Frank Mir hear you say that.
Don't let Frank Mir fool you twice. What is happening here?
They're just like sucking robots right now.
Yeah, one racist punch from the Big Cunt. He's gonna catch him on a feint, overhand right, Dan Henderson style, wallop. Racist wallop. Here comes the racist wallop.
The Gary's standing with him. He's not scared. He doesn't seem scared of.
No, Gary's like a little bit of a boxer, or I don't know which one we're watching. I don't know, I can't tell the difference between my asshole and an elbow. You know, I mean, it's not their fault. Oh, see what I tell you? One big racist overhand right, and the fight is over.
The Gary's grabbing the leg. Oh, he's wobbly as fuck right now.
Yeah, he is.
But he hit Nelson with the left, straight left.
He's a little wobbly, John. He's a little.
See, if you want to stand with Nelson, respect his punches, keep your hands high,
Yeah, but you're always gonna get caught with the racist right because you just got caught again.
He just
on the
throws
nose.
it so fucking unconventional.
And when he does it, his arm extends like another 3 feet somehow. It's like he's
like
Elastic
Stretch
Man.
Armstrong arm.
Yes, total Stretch Armstrong. First man to step on the moon, sponsored by Metro PCS.
Metro PCS.
The third largest country, big cunt. Oh, now he's pulling a Dan Henderson now. Try throwing a left hand a little bit too. Ooh.
Oh.
I don't think Big Nog should be fighting anymore. I don't even know which one this is. Is this little or big or sideways Nog? Or is this eggnog? Who the fuck Nog is this?
It's eggnog.
It's eggnog.
This is fucking Big Nog. This is Big Nog.
Oh.
This is one of those fights.
Oh, he just got punched in the nog though by Big Nog. And his big cunt Nog.
I feel like the nature of this podcast today.
I feel like the LSD is kicking in.
It's just the amount of times you said cunt in this podcast.
It's
really
because he's
reflects the
fighting
theme.
tonight. Oh! Big racist
Big
right.
racist right.
Big racist right from the country racist cunt. I mean, I wouldn't be saying the cunt word if he wasn't fucking fighting. My knockout!
He's out.
Why are you running away from him? He's like the town drunk now. He just wants to knock him out. Make a fool of him.
How is he still standing? How is he still
He's
standing?
barely standing that nog of a noggin.
Why is he trying to stand?
He's just gonna
You should
lay
lie
down and put your hands
and
behind
let
your
Nelson
head.
come after him and try and hold him.
He does not want to go to the ground with him, that's for sure.
Oh!
Big nog racist knockout. Jesus, big racist knockout. But it means nothing though. It's an old man, I think, or was that the young one? I don't know.
Yeah.
3 sheiks. 3 sheiks go to the UFC.
I worry about Nelson every time he jumps on that cage.
Like the cage is just gonna tip over into be right side up, like the other side of the cage is gonna be above his head. You know what I mean? And then it's gonna start rolling through Abu Dhabi, the streets of.
It'll never stop. Did you see how badass his finish was though? He just clocks in, sees it, raises his hand.
Yeah, walked away like a fat cunt. Oof. Good racist cunt. Night. See, that's why I went big fucking cunt, not nog.
What are you saying? You even saying words right now?
No, I'm so mumbling so much right now, it's unpathetic. I want to pull up my score sheet here and brag about how amazing I did today.
Brian did pretty good today.
6 of 8. 2 bonuses, 1 perfect. That was my record today. I only lost 2.
On the Metro PCS app, right?
On the Metro PCS, yes, app, fantasy app. And
that was a knockout. That was a nice knockout.
You pretty much had the same picks, I think, for the most part.
Yeah, I think I just went for McGuire.
Okay, but we have the 2 tiebreaker questions that we always love to answer so much.
This is the dumbest question.
Well, one of them is dumb. The takedown question I think is good.
The takedown one's legitimate.
But we'll do the stupid one first. The stupid one is what will be the total time for all fights at this event? And I'm going to say this is not the whole event. This is just fight time. That's what I believe this is.
This is just fight time?
Yeah.
Well, then we're talking about, 100 minutes.
100 minutes is how many?
An hour and 40.
Hour and 40? Okay. It was an hour and 5 minutes and 44 seconds. How many takedowns will be landed at the main event? How many takedowns will be landed at the main event? So they switched up the question a little bit.
So at the main event, how many takedowns?
Yeah.
There was probably about 23.
In the main event?
Oh, just the one fight, not the main card?
The main event.
Oh, the main event, 0.
0. You got the answer correct with 0.
I feel like we're supposed to guess that before the fights.
Yeah, well, I did. And what did I get? I did not. Well, no, I didn't pick on these this time. I didn't choose this one, so that's a deal. But I got the points for the 0.
Yeah.
Which is good. Well, that was our 4th installment of Fight Pods.
That was our 4 Fight Pods.
If you're still listening, I have a Kickstarter campaign going for the next 2 weeks for my film Sick of It All. So look up Sick of It All. We're going into production on May 5th. Stephen, it's been a pleasure.
As always, Brian.
I guess I will see you on Wednesday is the deal.
Yeah, I'll see you on Wednesday.
And we will see you, and I'm pointing at the microphone,
His finger
on
is
Wednesdays.
right on the microphone right now.
And I will take you out with the Fight Pods theme song.